Hey guys, welcome back to eSports TV for the Black Monster Cup. This is the North American Qualifiers, the third of the series so far. Last one will be coming your way, I believe, Tuesday morning, depending on where you're located, or Monday if you are obviously in North America. So right now, we do see over on the blue side, we have VG eSports going up against Gamesters Gaming. I just want to call him GG. I'll just call him GG for this one. It just seems to be a little bit easier to roll off the tongue here. But let's go over the lineups for both teams for you guys, just so you have an idea of who is on them. On the side of VGE, we have Shoepuff, Wild Mimo, The Wolf's Claw, Rikiri, and Huggy 804, or 804. I'm going to call him O. And over on the side of GG, we have Flares, Think Card, Mizu, Climax, and Big Impact. And as you can hear, their entire lineup is just laughing away right now. Probably because they realize it's 2 a.m. here over in Europe, over in Germany. But we do have something interesting here. And it might have just been a recent change because I've never actually seen this before. We have both AD carries running with heal. I feel like I'm back in Season 3. Like, back in the early days of Season 3. Okay, well, we'll see how this one goes. I honestly I haven't kept up with their latest patch notes. We'll see here. Blue buff looking to be stolen away. I guess I'll do the camera work myself. And they will be spotted going for it here by that ward. So they will be able to get blue here. Shoepuff looks like he's going back to base. No, just teleport towards the top side. And they will be able to counter a little bit here. Think Card could be over at his red. Smite it away. And I wouldn't be surprised if he actually goes for an invade on the blue buff, because he can still see Kha'Zix on the mini map. He still knows where he is. Looks like he will sweep around and go for that blue buff here. And now it's all up to Wild Mimo. Can he stop it? Is he going to even try to bother to stop it? Or will he just sneak his way in there and potentially a very early gank on the top side? It looks like he will be able to get in through there easily. Shoepuff taking a little bit of damage from the top side. Has a Dorn's Blade start here. Trying to be very aggressive against Flares, and I'm not sure if that's going to work out too well for him. Obviously can't apply a lot of pain, but this doesn't have as much sustain as he probably would like to here. Meantime, in the middle, a lot of damage already being traded. Mizu down to well, about 2 bars of health here, as the Wolf's Claw down about 2.5 at the moment. A lot of action already breaking out there. Currently 5-11 CS, so the side of GG has been able to win it on that one so far. And we can check out the bottom lane currently 10-9, so not obviously a big lead here just yet. I really need to check out why they're running heal. This is actually freaking me out because I don't remember any changes to it in the last patch. Then again, if 4.5 came out, I don't remember at all what happened, so I don't know. We'll see here. It's like Big Impact can take a little bit of damage right there as he's trying to harass away. Meantime, back in middle. Claw still down quite a bit of CS here. And we see that Mimo has been spotted out, I believe, by the ward that just actually faded right there, so I won't know exactly where he is. In the meantime, you do see Think Card going for a gank on the middle. Claw just going to dodge away from that one. And he'll slate the spider either way. And he will just back off here. Flares, though, forced to flash. Looks like there was a fight breaking out between both top laners here, but we'll return back with the teleport, and with now a tier in hand here, as you do see Shoepuff return with a longsword. So top lane, it's looking pretty good here for the side of GG. And we might need to see Wild Mimo get some ganks there in that top side to really help out. Right now, speaking of him, he's actually heading down towards the bottom side. He's looking for a gank here, and it looks like him and Elise, well, they're going to spy each other out. And Mimo just going to back away off of that one, so no successful gank there. Now Shoepuff, well, realizing he can't really duel with Rise anymore, just going to go farm up his own jungle. So now that away a little bit here from, unfortunately, from Kha'Zix. Huh. Okay, I was about to see this. There's something he was doing that was worrying me. Okay. It just he wasn't auto-attacking twice before using the next ability in the beginning, but you obviously clean that one up here as well. Well, Mimo's still sitting on the bomb side looking for an engage. And actually will be spotted out as that hook unfortunately did not land on the climax. And he'll just back off now. So far both junglers just, well, they've been around the map. And they haven't really been able to, unfortunately, gank anything just yet. I'm gonna leave on direct to camera for a little bit longer because, you know, why not? Because nothing's really happening yet at this point here. And now Shoepuff, another longsword, gonna assault though. And I'm going to work into his Hydra now with those 2 Rejuvenation Beads. Try to get a little bit of sustain in the lane. He will teleport back up to the top side. And he will now be going head-to-head again here against Rise. And right now, ThinkCard on to the top side, looking for that gank. And directed camera, I feel like it's going to take me away from this view. It looks like he wants to pull this off here. All it takes is 1 cocoon, maybe, because he doesn't have flash to get away anymore. He doesn't have safeguard anymore either. This is a very bad position to be in. Shoop-Up being forced to back away from under his turret. ThinkCard will miss a cocoon here, but we'll go straight into him onto the turret. He's probably just going to repel, dodge away from the damage. And First Blood going over to Flares here from that one. So fantastic gank coming in, even with the cocoon missing. And they do get the First Blood over to Rise here. So the champion who doesn't really start off that strong. An early First Blood for him will actually help him scale quite heavily now. Or not scale, but take away that early game lack of presence that he has. And really make him a force to deal with now, as he will have teleport up again very soon. So we'll go back to base, buy up a couple of items, probably a Ruby Crystal. Work towards that Catalyst. And then he can always get that Catalyst done and teleport back to lane if he needs to. Chat is very quiet right now, and I can understand considering LCS is on. Not really sure why we're doing the show when North American LCS is happening. That's... well, that was a miscue, but that's not my decision to make. But there's 60 of you here. And back to middle, we do see Wolf's Claw currently has 2 Dorn's Rings. We're on the side of Mizu. He does actually have the Chalice here. Now she just get back away. I believe they did spot out where... okay, they did spot out where Kha'Zix was, and that was a pretty easy fight right there for Flares. Picks up the kill on a Shoop-Puff, and basically secures completely his top lane dominance now, because he will obviously have that teleport to get back in the lane here. But Blue Buff going to be started. Looks like ThinkCard wanted to prevent this one from happening. And Rise has that ever so important teleport, so he could get down here if he needs to. Either way, they will maintain it. They will hold on to it. ThinkCard will be get his own blue, or give it over. Or not give it over, actually. Keep it for himself, and maybe go for a blue steal on the Wild Mimos since they have the timer on that one. But Shupa hasn't been able to buy new items, being forced to stick in the jungle, level 5 to level 7. And Flares is pretty much freezing the lane on top of that, really making it difficult for him to do anything. And Flares just has complete control of this lane. But right now, we'll be pushing back for Shupa, so we'll get the farm under the turret, hopefully for him. As well as the bottom lane going to be backing away on top of that. So back towards the camera, let that one go for a little bit. So you see Mimo evolving his ultimate first. And Wolf's Claw just popping his ultimate middle just to clear out the waves, so he can go back and buy here. And Shoop-Puff realizes that I can't really do much. And he's just trying to farm as much as possible here, but he's got to be careful not to shove his own lane out. We do have ThinkCard coming up towards the top side through the bush. Through the lane, and he's looking for that gank. Shoop-Puff now has flash, is level 6. And he should be fine, though. While Mimo is now heading up towards the top side. Looks like he wants to make a gank happen here, maybe expecting ThinkCard to be in that tri-bush. And he won't be with the help of that ward. Here comes Shoop-Puff on a Flares. Well, force him back, and ThinkCard was actually backing away. He was leaving. But because of a little bit of aggressive play by him, it does keep him there. Instead, they do go back. Looks like maybe they want to go for Dragon here, but Shoop-Puff does obviously have his teleport up, so it can be a little difficult for that. And Catalyst, though, now done for Flares. Hook not going to land again, unfortunately. And Flares actually not going to teleport down. I don't know what to say. He wasn't going to teleport, but he did eventually. And he will have that Catalyst now, as well as the cloth armor here for that top side. And he is getting very damn scary right now. There comes ulti out of Morgana. A little bit of back away here, but Huggy, he's going to get taken down by a nice start binding coming in. Rikiri, he's still sticking around. I'm not really sure why, as the Cohen comes in, forced to flash. But he will go down either way here. That was a really big misplay coming out of him right there. I'm not sure why he stuck around, but fortunately that is 2 kills now going to the bottom lane of the side of GG. And not to mention most likely Dragon off the backlist here, but Rise now on the top side. Gotta be very careful here. We have Lee Sin going, does... oh my god! The Room Prison under the turret! Holy crap, that was next level as many words that I cannot say right now. And Flares is still alive, but here comes a dive out of Kha'Zix. He's gonna get taken down. Eventually, no, Dragon will be taken. They will survive. But damn, that was insane. That was beautiful. Holy crap, that room prison. Unfortunately, not anything off of that. But, oh, wow. He does stall them though long enough for them to pick up Dragon, so they do get something out of nothing right there. God. It's gotta be one of those moments as Lee Sin where you just come in and you're just like, son of a... It's gonna land. Are they gonna commit for this though? They do have the slow on top of them. They do have Lulu ultimate, and they do have the flash in. Lulu ultimate comes in. The cleanse actually gonna be, actually the cleanse. The barrier gonna be used by Wolf's Claw, and it'll be Think Card get a little bit too aggressive and gonna be get taken down from that one. But right now they still have that 4-2 lead. 2.1 thousand gold lead as well. So they're still looking very strong here. Flares though now done with his Glacial Shroud. Gonna have that extra cooldown reduction, that extra armor. That Frozen Heart should be done soon. You can see Shu is very scared of him, right? But he does have a Tiamat now, so he's able to do a little bit better. But as you see right there, he still takes an insane amount of damage from Rise. And he will, unfortunately, have to back away most likely right now as Think Card heading up towards the top side of the jungle. We do see a little bit of a CS lead built up for Rikiri here, even though he did die in that last bit of a fight that we had between him and Climax. Meantime, middle, there's a CS lead for Mizu. In top lane, there's obviously a CS lead for Flares right now. So, Rikiri gonna hit the Dark Binding. Take a little bit of damage off that, but doesn't have a Bloodthirster just yet. Doesn't even have a Vamp Scepter, so that's gonna be very dangerous here. We do have Think Card though, pushing in for a gang on the top side, while Mimo's gonna be there to spot him out. We'll get the Q on top of him. He will get the slow as well. Think Card's gonna have to back away as quick as he possibly can, but he's dead. He does repel it, waiting for some backup to come in. Ziggs comes back into the side. Rise gets a nice Q off, but that will be the death of him. And now Rise will be forced to run away from this one. He doesn't have flash. He should just commit for the fight here, but instead, he will dodge out the Q from Lisa and Mizu. Go head to head against Wolf's Claw and Wild Mimo. Mimo needs to be careful. He needs to potentially back away from this one, but he does get taken down. And Mizu gonna chase Mimo down in this top side here, but he should be able to escape. And Flares surviving just a sliver of health. He's unfortunately not gonna land that Q there. May pick up another kill, so a lot of action breaking out very quickly in this game. It is a best of one until we get into the grand finals, so all it takes is one win, and you will be into the spring playoffs. Which, actually, if I'm not mistaken, should be coming up next weekend. I think it's next weekend. But either way, Athene's and Holy Grail are done for Mizu. Bloodthirster has been done for Climax for a little bit here. Top turret will go down, the first one of the game on the side of GG. He will get his blue yet again. Mizu not being gifted any blues here. A little bit interesting here, but Rikiri gonna be a tough spot. Well, not anymore with that lantern coming in from Thresh. Great positioning by him. We also have to think about it a different way. If he's gonna sit back like that to give Rikiri a way to get out, that means he won't be up in the line of fire. He won't be able to be that threat. He won't be able to auto attack, won't be able to potentially land some hooks. So I'm interested to see that happening here, but nice little snowman coming out from Claw. He will escape that gank here. And 14 minutes in. You already have a sweeping lens picked up for Big Impact as well as for Think Card. And one on the side. VGE for Heavy. He's gonna go in. Not gonna actually steal away here, but Muse off to the side, does get the knockup. And that is gonna be a deadly sin, I wanna hope. Oh, Lulu does have flash, so he's not gonna be able to get this one in the end. Repel comes in. He's gonna secure that. Now actually going over to a Ziggs here, but he's gonna be forced to back away. The shield comes in. He doesn't have ultimate. And that will be Wolf's Claw pick up the kill onto him, but will it be all as Flare's now coming down, looking for some good damage here. And you see Mimo doing quite a bit. Oh, he does die! If he just would have dodged that damn snowball, he wouldn't have had or taken enough damage to actually go down from the red buff here. In the meantime, bottom lane of GG do pick up the bottom turret, so that's now 2-0 in that lead. All right, now they're starting to play really, really sloppy. Now you see Wolf Claw trying to take down that turret here. Looks like he will be able to as Mizu is forced to go back to base. And GG now going to take away as much of the jungle as they can from the other side, since they have this ability to push up this far. They don't have any wards down, though, unfortunately for them. Has picked up now Spirit of the Elder Lizard. See the ROA coming in soon for Flares. And these large rod picked up from Mizu here in middle. That Thieves Holy Grail should be done now for Wolf's Claw, though. And they will lose out on this pink ward here. Both losing out on a ward. And GG has started to group up middle here. Wanting to apply some pressure on this middle turret. Dragon will go up in about 30 seconds. Flares does have teleport as well as Shu, so let's see what's going to happen here. He's going to get the vision control of it. As you see, Mimo off to side of your screen, unfortunately not land that jump. But I believe that the side of, VGE do not actually know when the dragon's coming back up. Since they had, obviously, Kazakhs on the top side for that gank. And their bottom lane did get killed. They have, I guess, the general timer of it. But not the exact here. And it looks like GG not going to take advantage of that. Not going to go for dragon. Just going to back away. And go back to base and buy here as 2 amp teams picked up for impact. Average Blade picked up for Climax, so not going into his Trinity Force, going for a Static Shiv now. And you can see GG, they're trying to get positioning around Dragon now. They're trying to work it out a little bit here as there's no one in that top lane. As you can tell, Rise back in base from that mini-map. Gonna be coming down towards this bottom half of the map.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And Think Card just clearing out the vision inside the pit. It's going to be a full 5-on-5 fight right now, though. Climax is actually off farming the bottom lane, shoving that one back out, as we do have things tied up now. 2-2 in turrets. Dragon just will be started off here, and it looks like both these will be stolen away by VGE, but here, let's see if the fight breaks out anywhere after that. Zulu gonna push in, trying to get the knockup, does land onto one. Mimo gonna get taken out from the vision that Mizu was able to apply from him, but actually he still stays alive here. And Mizu, he's taken out from this one as well. This is looking like a fight, one for VGE. Now right now, Shupuff, if he can escape, this will be fantastic for him. He will be able to get away from this one. So they get the dragon, they do a 1-for-1 trade. And VGE coming out with that huge objective. And I was going to say, while that was breaking out, because I obviously can't talk, is that both of them have very good execute abilities with that dragon, or with their Qs. Unfortunately, for the side of GG starting up that dragon, well, Think Card paid the price twice, since he did die, unfortunately not smite that dragon down correctly here. And now 18 minutes in. The gold lead that, GG had, it was over 2,000, is now shrunk down to a mere 400 gold. And let's see if they can change things up a little bit.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And that will be turret number 3 now going down for the side of VGE. They pretty much, I'm pretty sure they played it every qualifier, but they've never made it out of the semis. I mean, look at, VVV. In the first cup, they unfortunately did not qualify into the grand finals. Then they came back to second cup, won that one, and got their spot. So a lot of these teams who are on the brink of getting qualified, I'm just returning week after week to get into these qualifiers and to have their opportunity to get in. A little disappointed that Mizu doesn't have the Frost blue skin, but the Narcissus Flash Dark Body comes in. The Lantern won't be... Oh, it doesn't even matter because Rise off to the side. Flares picks up the kill. I was going to say he was staying on top of the Lantern, but he moved at the wrong spot here. But no, Huggy, he's going to go down as well. That will be a double kill picked up for Flares here. A great teleport coming in to make that gank happen. But now, what are they going to do off of this? Are they going to push middle? Are they going to be confused? And it looks like middle will be their choice. No, don't go for blue. You have a man advantage. Okay, instead, they're going to give blue over to Mizu. And not shove down onto this middle turret, so really curious to see why the Lee Sin is still pushing that top lane here. Someone has to go and defend that. Shupuff, who has been down in farm a majority of the game, he had a ridiculously hard time in that top lane, is actually now winning out in CS, and probably has the ability to almost kill Rise, if not kill him in a 1v1 here. And now he's a little bit overextended here. He's looking for an escape. And he will just hop over that wall here, while the rest of the side of VGE looking to actually push here. But Shupuff He might be able to escape this. A nice safeguard. He's able to actually survive right now as he's so low on life, but Mizu max range with the Blade Lance does get it. In the meantime, the rest of VGE weren't able to push on middle. They weren't able to get any objectives. That is really unfortunate. That's a little bit of a sacrifice that they did need to make for Shu. And he does have his Ravenous Hydra now done. And he's going to start hitting very, very damn hard here. Let's see what he builds up into next here with that Ruby Crystal. Now Huggy going to get caught out. He's up to the side with a flash. Actual knockup coming from Mizu. And if anything, it's actually Climax is the one to go down off of this one. Ignite does go down. That will be a dead thrush here. Mizu looking to escape here. As here comes Flares inside the flash rune prison. Why are you showing us this direct to camera? Why? Oh, come on. Please. You have one job to stay on the action and you teleport to a guy who just spawns. So Flares picking up another kill or two for the sacrifice of their AD carry. And they won't be able to take down that middle turret here, unfortunately. Alright, so Sword Boots have been picked up for Mizu. Shu actually getting really aggressive right there. Won't be hit by the Dark Binding though. And Flares will be run up to the side, so we'll be able to prevent him from doing anything else. And Death Cap now done for Mizu. The Blaster Wand picked up for Wolf's Claw. The Hex Drinker picked up for Wild Mimo. And the Giant's Belt. The Bothos turret now done for Rikiri, as well as the Zeal here. And the Stack Shiv is done for Climax. So a lot of big items being completed. The Zonias is being picked up, or has been picked up. At least the Secret Arm Guard for big impact now. And that gold lead has grown just a little bit on the side of GG here. But now Shupuff in a really tough spot. Dark Binding's got to land here, but will they have the damage to kill him? And let's see, they're just backing away. They don't have the vision. They don't know where anyone is just yet. And they don't want to give up any more kills than they need to right now, as, you know, we'll take down that ward. Ward up Baron on top of that, so. Let's see, is that push finally going to come on middle here? They see that Caitlyn is bottom lane, so they easily have the opportunity to do it here, but the wave clear off of Ziggs is just proven to be a little bit too strong with that blue buff, with that things on Holy Grail. I swear we should be doing this in Earth mode. That would make it actually really interesting. And I have to say, Maokai on ARAM in Earth mode is ridiculous. He can stack like 10 saplings in a bush here, but here comes a push on this middle turret. Look at the damage that's being done here. Rise committing for this one. Look at that. He's doing so much, and now we see the knockup come up on Kha'Zix. He will get the jump, though, and he will escape from this one, as now at least getting kicked in the team. Shupuff's going to go down, and that will be one kill coming on the side of GG here, but now it's going to make it a 1-for-1 here, as Rikiri does pick it up with the ace in the hole. And everyone on both teams except Mimo is practically blinking red or almost dead at this point. And both teams just going to back away. GG just going to take the turret. And maybe now Dragon, since that is available, they know it's up. And they should rush to it. They should put a couple of wards down, get there as quick as possible, and you will have a little bit of extra income on top of that.
The team has slain the dragon.
Alright, so 2-1 in Dragons in favor of GG. Phantom Dancer picked up for Rikiri here. A pickaxe picked up actually for Climax. I wonder if he's going to Lost Whisper. He doesn't really need to. So I would hope that would be an Infinity Edge. Void Staff going to be coming in soon for Mizu here. And Think Card does have the workings of the Leandris if he wants to go for it, or just wants to leave it at that the Haunted Guys. Let's see, I'm trying to think, where is the next bit of action going to happen? With Dragon now being down, and GG being really cautious to push anywhere onto these turrets. Not so much just the wave clear ability that VGE does have. I wonder who's going to bring the fight, and I feel like it's going to be VG eSports, actually. They're going to be the ones to make something happen here, as you do see Shupuff really pushed up right now. Getting all in the face. GG. And you see Big Impact up to the side, trying to put out some vision here. We'll be able to. Ace comes in as well as Lee Sin. And that Black Shield staying true will actually help him live, if not did help him live off of that one. And he'll just back away, but VG still being really aggressive here, still pushed up in the enemy jungle. And they're just looking for a fight right now, you can tell. All it takes is that one hook to land, and that one Lee Sin kick to really set up a nice fight here, but looks like they're heading over towards Baron right now. And GG just gonna continue to stay grouped up here in the middle, realizing what's at stake right now. Obviously, there's one more qualifier coming up, which should be on Thursday morning if you're over here in Europe. So they always have the chance to qualify again. Both these teams do. But the Ceres Embrace completed for Flares. Well, the Archangel staff's done. And now Huggy. Wow, I don't even know how he dodged that Dark Binding, but he won't survive either way. He'll get taken down here. And that's just great positioning by the side of GG. And now this turret, I imagine it won't last that long. Should be taken down. And will they continue to push, or will they back away and go for Baron maybe? Because they actually have all the vision around Baron. The other team has nothing at this point. You can even see them able to hold off on that push. And it looks like GG is going to back away as well. There's no way they can do Baron. They're too scared to go for any major objectives like that. Even that turret right there, you just saw them forced to back away because the Ziggs wave clear. Here comes the kick from Lee Sin. And he's gonna go straight into him on the backside. Lulu ultimate does knock him up, and he does pay the price for that one here. So a little bit of cockiness out of Shoepuff, and actually creates a kill here. An opportunity for Mao at maybe a push. With Caitlyn spawning in, they're just gonna back away, farm up, and maybe buy a couple of new items here. Let's see. Last Whisper has been picked up for Climax. Ruby Sightstone has been done for Shoepuff, so he can bounce around. Cross Queen's Claim is now done for Impact as well. Really wondering what they're kind of waiting for now. They could potentially be waiting for Zonia's, but I don't imagine there's no reason. Well, there's a reason to, but there's no way they're going to wait that long. But you have 7 kills on your mid lane. You have a Void Staff now done on her. Like, the poke you have out of that team, with just her alone, is going to be ridiculous. And all it takes is just that one Cocoon or Dark Binding, and you will pick up a kill here. I feel like they could siege really well. But they're just not really going for it just yet. I mean, obviously, Caitlyn and Ziggs makes it almost impossible to wave clear quick enough against them. But you see Ziggs taking some heavy damage right there in middle. Just barely escaping here, but that might be what they finally need to push in here. You see Flares harassing them back. And now they're immediately rushing to Baron. Well, Baron or Shoepuff. And it looks like it will be Baron. So Shoepuff on a match, he's going to stay here, try to potentially go for the steal. And it looks like, hopefully Think Card can't outsmite this time here. And look at that Baron falling so damn fast. Think Card switching out. And here it comes. He actually will lock it down with the help of Lucian here, but here comes the fight. It's now Mimo in the middle of the team. Will get taken down right away. And it looks like Shoop will be able to escape this one by hopping over that wall. But now Rise going head-to-head against Rikiri. He's getting so low here. Double kill comes in. And Ziggs ultimate unfortunately not up. That's all it would really take to pick up quite a few kills here. And now Mizu chasing down Huggy. And he will get taken down here with the help of that slow. A triple kill coming in for Mizu. And that will be a dead spider from that snowman here. And now, Climax. I don't know, you should probably rethink that 1v1 against Ziggs. Ziggs able to do some ridiculous damage against him here, even with that Bloodthirster. Spectre's Cowl now picked up for Rise. And they still have 4 remaining men with that Baron buff here. And that turret must be getting taken down soon here. Teleport coming in. Rise going to be joining in the fight. And they will pick up another turret now. So it looks like they're going to back away. Probably head into the jungle, steal everything they can. And go back to base and buy up here. I'm not really sure why Flares did teleport down the middle, though. Since they weren't able to... Or they didn't do anything after that. But I guess it works out in the end because they do have Dragon up. And that will lengthen their goal lead a little bit further here, you would imagine, as Lee Sin does land the Q over the wall. And now they're going to try to rush it down here as they're actually trying to force Kha'Zix back. And they will secure it here. Ziggs ultimate not going to land. And that will now be, well, approaching a 10,000 gold lead here built up on the side of GG. Wasn't a bomb, Benny. It wasn't a bomb. It was a snowman. Alright, so we're 3.5 minutes in. Honestly, with the way the game started, I didn't expect it to get this late into it. I mean, Flares had 2 kills. He was 1v1ing Shoop so damn easily. But Mimo was able to get back in the game. And now you can see Shoop does have a big CS lead here. But will that really matter? That's the real question. I feel like it's not going to matter too much here. You see, it's almost a 2,000 gold lead for Flares. Let's see. The Random Omen now done for release. Mikhail's Crucible done for Big Impact. The Lock of the Iron Solari is done for Huggy. Deathclaw has been done for Will's Claw as well here, so he's put on some really good damage as you've been seeing these last fights. But somehow they just keep escaping with a sliver of life, and pumps for bad moods only. I can imagine you strapping on like a firecracker to a spider, like taping it to him and just lighting it and watching it explode as you're laughing maniacally. That evil ha 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 ha, I kind of laugh. I can see that happening. Alright, so top turret has gone down, and now their inhibitor turret is under attack here, and you can see the side of GG. They're being forced to back away. They're being forced to just send someone there. It looks like it will be Flares here to deal with that. But Flares, I mean, that split push is proven to be too strong right now, and it's kind of funny because Rise can go into anyone, but now Mercury will be taken down immediately here just from one Dark Binding, and that Bear Buff regen will continue to kick in here, and Flares won't have teleport, unfortunately, to get down towards this bottom side, but they should be able to get this turret here. The wave clear still is strong, though, with Ziggs, and let's see, will Shoot actually teleport down to help out with this one? They try to clear out everywhere they possibly can so they can't get teleported in from the backside, and Dark Binding will be unfortunately hitting a minion right now, but Flares back to base. Probably gonna buy up here and stop this push from coming in, and look at that damage coming in out of Lulu right there. Ridiculous right now. And we will be almost all tied up. 5-4 in turrets here. Banshee's Veil now done for Lee Sin. Ziggs ultimate gonna come in. And this does pretty good damage, as you can see. I'm not feeling too strong to go for this head-to-head fight here, and Flares is off split pushing here on this middle lane, and the rest of GG just gonna rotate over. Try to help this one out. And it looks like you can see right there, that wave clear, it's just too strong. They have to pull him apart here, and I would imagine that if Flares, went off by himself in the top lane, he would pull at least one person away. Lee Sin, like, that's not the most ideal person, but he should, I would imagine, be able to win that fight, and I don't know, we'll see here. Does get hit with the the hook, and you can see those traps coming down. As we're gonna get hit with the Ace of the Hoe, almost taken down from that one. If she didn't have those Seeker's Arm Guards, that definitely would have been her death. And the rest of GG just backing off. They do still almost have that 10,000 gold lead. It's only at 9 at the moment. That is damn close. Let's see what they pick up on this buy. Flares does have, obviously, that Spectral's Cowl done. We'll turn it into a Banshee's Veil. And he still has that Glacial Shroud sitting there for potentially that Frozen Heart if he does want to buy into it here. Currently 5-2-8. You see middle for Mizu, 10-0-4. Not winning CS, but he's winning at life right now, as you can tell, with those 10 kills. Voice Tap now done for Wolf's Claw. And it looks like a Zonya's coming in for Mizu. I want to say Zonya's over a DFG. Flares will be going back down to split push here on this bottom lane. He's got to be a little bit careful, though. He does have one ward on the enemy side of the map. It's currently on that one near that red camp. As you can see it come on your screen right now. He's trying to get a little bit more vision here so he can stay safe. In the meantime, the rest of GG are setting up for Baron here, and it's coming up about 25 seconds. This is actually a perfect play to them. They have Elise towards the top side. They have flares who can obviously teleport up there to help out. He's actually pulling Shoepuff down there with them. And Shoepuff has a way to actually stop flares from teleporting, and it's not the other way around. So let's see what happens. You see flares doing basically no damage to him right now. And Baron up in 4 seconds. Will it be started off right away? There is a warder. They're spotting him out, waiting for it. And I don't think they know it's there just yet here. Rikiri gonna get his own red buff, gonna back out. And pings going everywhere. They can't see that ward as they do finally realize it's there. Wondering, why are they not coming at us? Oh, we're staying on top of a ward, and we'll put another one over the wall here. And actually not able to clean that one up because they're a little bit scared of that dark binding coming in. And now Mizu even trying to chase Rikiri out of this one here. Flares pushed onto his own turret on the bottom side of the lane. Or the map, I guess. And has to be careful. Shoot, as you can see, he doesn't really do anything to him anymore at this point. Meantime, though, the rest of GG gonna push top as a group. Shove that lane in. And actually, they're gonna go for a little bit of a base trade here. They're gonna take, or look to take here, a middle, or a top inner turret. As they actually lose out on their middle one right now. They're forced to back away from this one. The bluff has been called. They do interrupt the backs of the Ziggs ultimate. They do actually lose their turret, but in the meantime, the rest of them are still pushing in right now. And Shoepuff's able to keep them away from this and probably able to stop them from backing. If they can be very aggressive, they might be able to pick up at least an inhibitor and maybe more off of that. As you see flares off to the side. I'm not really sure why Kazakh is running away. They easily have the potential to fight the side. As he goes in towards the backside, he goes in straight for the claws. And they get the kill to him immediately here. Flares does get the Lulu ult on top of him. He will be able to survive for a little bit longer. The ultimate coming at Caitlyn won't be enough. And now they force Lee Sin off on the backside as well, over towards the bottom side of the map here in the enemy base. They're going to get an inhibitor turn off of this, and they're actually potentially going to get an inhibitor where on the other side they unfortunately just couldn't get anything. And yeah, they got the inhibitor turret, but they didn't get the inhibitor, and that's what's important. And they will in fact pick it up, and the flash comes in from Thinkard. Cocoon won't land unfortunately, but here comes Flares from the side with the home guard boots, with the teleport. Unfortunately not going to be fast enough to catch him down, and he will just back off from this one. But now you see the nice Dark Binding comes in on a Huggy. And that's all it takes. He's going to go down from this one. Flares picks up another one. He's on a rampage. And that is 2 people dead on the side of VGE here. And they might lose out another inhibitor turret here as this one falling very, very fast. Way down to half health. Looks like it will be going to the wayside in just a second even. Shoot, going to get caught up by a rune piston right there. And that will be 2 inhibitors going down. A flash dart binding comes in. Unless it's not going to land since the camera didn't want to show us it. But 2 inhibitors off that little bit of a base trade coming in. Fantastic job. And great job by Flares to go for that fight right onto Wolfscott. Rune prisoned him up, and he was just dead from there on. Base hole coming in. And that's all it needs. Gets the kill. Mercury looking for maybe another one here as they do have Shoot off to the side. Doesn't have boots mobility though. Won't actually be able to chase him down. Oh, I was going to say, like, why are you doing that? There's nothing there. But luckily for him, he does have the double golems up. Chat's fun when you're in game. Alright, so Cullen coming from the side. Look at the damage he's doing to Kha'Zix right there. Even with that 50% damage reduction, the bottom lane has a huge wave pushing onto it. That turret won't be able to last too long here. And let's see what happens. Shoop will be able to back away. We'll be able to stop the wave from pushing in. And now, Baron's available. There's 2 inhibitors down. You can see, as I'll stop being lazy and use the camera myself, Superman's pushing on that top turret. And right now, the side of VG have to make a choice. Do they go for the Baron to steal it? Or do they push in, or do they, push the waves out and hope to stall for a little bit longer here? And Ziggs going to come in. That was ridiculously close, but Thinkard will be able to secure that one here. And they will have their second Baron of the game here. I wouldn't be surprised if they focus down on that bottom lane and go for the push for the victory. And also secure themselves a spot into the spring playoffs right now. But it's not over just yet. VG still can come back. And in the meantime, they're stopping to get Dragon here. Infinity Edge now done for Climax. Quicksilver Sash picked up for Rikiri. Home Wrecker picked up for Rise, of all things. Let's see if that actually has changed recently. Yeah, that hasn't been changed since the last time I saw it, so Maybe a dive coming out of him, but obviously some health and ability power as well. And here we go. Lens gonna be used. Think card gonna be spotted out. He will just back away. But they're waiting for everyone to group up here. They're waiting for this final push here. And that top inhibitor still is down. They still have the super minions pushing top, super minions pushing middle. And if they just stall, if they just wait, someone will have to leave and defend those next turrets, or they will lose out on them here. And let's see what's gonna happen. How will they play this one? And honestly, it's almost impossible to lose in this situation, as long as they play it smartly. And let's see what they do go for here. Impact does have his Zonia's now done here, so he can be that engaged if they want to. If he lands a Dark Binding, player is gonna eat up all of those traps. And the Dark Binding, oh, they on a Rikiri right away as well, as they do back away. Flare's taking a heavy load of damage here. And will be blocked out by Impact though from the ace in the hole. And they're waiting for the regen to kick in here. They can see Lucian, not Lucian, Lee Sin on the top, clearing out that wave, trying to shove it back here. As a middle wave for them is actually shoving since they were able to get the inhibitor. And now GG, it's... How are they gonna do this one? They have to fight under the turret because of that Ziggs wave clear. Like, they have to go for something. And they realize that our wave's getting shoved in middle, we have to go back. And they will stop the push here, so... Somehow, the side of VG do hold on here, and they're not maybe done just yet. They're pushing out, trying to meet them halfway, not let them go back to base since the wave is pushing, but they will see flares, and they know he's not there on the team. And Climax going to do a great job. Going to be able to dodge away from that Q out of Lee Sin. And we'll hold on here for a little bit longer, and looks like this game might last longer now because of it. As we're going to be hitting that 43-minute mark here very shortly. Let's see what they do pick up now. Banshee's Veil done for Elise. Frozen Heart done for Rise.
Red team's inhibitors respawning soon.
And they have their inhibitor coming back up here in just a second. So all inhibitors will be up now. But there are 2 available to take for GG here. Only one for VGE, and I would imagine that middle one's going to be a little bit difficult for them to just shove into. But if Shoop keeps split pushing like this, might be able to open up a nice possibility off of this. And Pink Ward will get taken down. And VGE still trying to shove out all these lanes here. We're now 43 minutes into this game. I'm looking for that one last fight. Basically, if either team gets fully aced here, and the other team has 2 or more people alive, it's going to be game. And the flash comes out of Rikiri. He does get the quick sword sash though, and does escape with the help of his flash. And even now we're seeing players get caught up here by the hook. Ziggs ultimate coming in as well. They're actually looking for the ultimate onto Morgana here. That shoot getting very low as Lucian going too deep. He's in a 1-on-5 situation. He's going to get taken down. That was a mistake. Going a little bit too ham on that one. They will get the inhibitor though either way. And maybe a second one off of this with his sacrifice. And Ziggs has now picked up his Zonias here. That should be going down, but they actually will force them back here. Big impact, gonna pop his Zonias. And he will be taken down. The flash comes out of Huggy, gets the catch on the flares. They leave Morgana alone, actually be taken down by Rikiri here. And now they have, look at those death timers. 45 seconds on Climax, 55 on Impact, and 60 on Flares right now. They can probably shove and actually win this out right now. And you would imagine that Mizu and Think, they can't really defend this. They should probably push themselves and try to go for the win, but they don't have any minions. They're forced to go back here, and it looks like Think are gonna actually get caught up by Shook. But this is the other way around. He's doing some good damage to him. Shook gonna back away. And both of them do have those red buffs here, and Mizu has to wave clear like he's never cleared before here. Inhibitor should be going down. And imagine they... Oh, they could go for the win here. All it takes, maybe a hook on a Mizu. It will fall. They do have a mini wave or 2 there. And now they're looking for that top turret. They have a giant mini wave actually pushing that top side. And that should be falling here in just a few seconds. A hook not gonna land on the Mizu though. And we'll look for it. Shoot gonna get caught up under the turret. And just back away. That one's gonna fall here in just a second. And they will back off on this one. So not going for the full fight here as Colin comes out of Lucian yet again. They will force them back here. So one inhibitor goes down for each team. And another inhibitor turret goes down for the side of VGE. Finish now done for Akiri. Talos Ascension done for Huggy. So I have a little bit of a speed up right there to help out. And GG, they're actually the ones being aggressive here. Pushing out middle. Trying to shove their lane in. That top inhibitor still looking very juicy then, but Baron, up in about 45 seconds. Mizu has to be careful here. Shoop going to the side, looks for the engage onto him, does have red buff, does have the slow. Blue turns it around, gets the slow back onto him, and it will force the side of VGE to come back here. Flair's looking for something over the wall, but unfortunately doesn't have that flash up. Won't go to snare anyone, and we will have a full reset coming here on these fights. And now Flair's, I don't know why he's pushed up so far. They don't really have anything to take right there. Except that top inhibitor, obviously. And they're looking for it right now. Baron up in about 8 seconds. Most teams wouldn't even try for this. They would just go straight for Baron's Fire. It's going to get caught up here by the hook. And his ultimate going to come in as well. Not going to do that much damage though. Morgana forced to back away. Flair's down to half HP now. And Mizu trying to harass, as you can see, as much as possible as Shoop off to the side does force them back. And the lane is shoving in. Someone will have to deal with that on the side of VGE, but you just see GG are just... I can understand this one because they have the wave shoving in, so they feel like, oh, we can go for Baron since no one's going to really be tending to it. And right now... Ooh, look where they are! And the hook, it does land on Mizu, but they're not going to care for the fight here. They're going to back away. That far side or working out wonders right there. And now the side of VGE here pushing into Baron, getting the control of it for the first time. And the thing is they have to be very careful because they could just be shoved in on their middle lane and they could actually lose their Nexus from this, or their Nexus turrets at least, if they try to go for Baron. So they do immediately ditch Baron. You see GG immediately push straight towards the middle lane. And that is their own form of control. Just doing that over and over again. They're forcing VG to react to them. And they're forcing them to defend onto their base. Alright, so 48 minutes now. Honestly, 40 minutes or longer than I thought it would go. Well, about like 30. But basically, everyone's approaching those full builds. Fan answer done for Lucian on top of that. Actually got rid of his static shiv. Nice, his GG getting control of Baron. Getting the vision right now. Shoop gonna be split pushing here. And that's unfortunately what GG doesn't have. Flares, he technically could, but I don't think he can win out these fights anymore against... Actually, no, he has a Void Staff. He probably could win out these fights against Lee Sin now. But they're not really going for anything just like that. And Shoop, I would imagine, just continue to push in. You know, why not? Baron going to be started up here for the side of GG. There's no way they're going to be doing it right now as Road Inhibitor has respawned middle. Both inhibitors have come back to life here, I think, on both sides. Teleport going to come in, and GG be forced to back away immediately with the hook. It lands on a climax, and he is going to flash out of that one. Rikiri now in a 1-on-2 here. He's going to be taken out just a second. There's the kill, and the Morgana ultimate does force them away as well. Flair's popping his Saracen Embrace, going to do some good damage on Amimo, or at least try to here as he's very low in health, going straight for Wolf's Claw actually instead. And you see Huggy off to the side, not able to do anything here. He's catching with the Rune Priest. That's another kill coming in. That is 2 for 0. Shoop, well, he's trying to do anything he can by shoving the wave out middle here. Maybe saw a little bit longer as he's just going to go probably back to base, heal up. And right now you see them pushing straight in. They have everyone with basically full health. They see Huggy off to the side. They're going to interrupt him. And he's going to get not taken down. They're actually going to let him escape, but they will apply the pressure. They will force him to hit the back again. And I would imagine they probably could win this one here if they want to, or at least take a second inhibitor off of it. We'll even get a couple of wards down here or there. That inhibitor will fall. And will they go for the final push? Will they go for the win? They still have the 2 people dead. The Ziggs, the Wolf's Claw is dead. He's been the bane of their existence, trying to wave clear as much as possible, forcing them away from this one for the entire game. And GG are just trying to group all the waves together. They still have 15 seconds left on Rikiri. And they don't have a wave coming in on top, but they do have one middle here, and they will finally have minions to tank up this turret. Will be in very low. Should come in from the backside. Dark Body, or not Dark Body, Black Shield used on the impact there. That first next turret will be going down. Wild jumps into the middle of the team, does get immediately bursted down here. Now Shoot forced to back away as Elise does get flayed back into the team. You see Flare is off to the side with the exhaust, trying to do some damage, trying to catch up to Caitlyn here. Acel going to come in, going to get blocked out, and they're switching right over to Huggy here. He's going to drop immediately to Mizu. He's now 12-0-6. Zig's ultimate going to come in, do some really good damage, and probably force them back here as Climax getting forced away here by Wolfsclaw, who has respawned in. And I believe Impact has survived by... No, he had a shield on him. He was fine. But they will all survive here with the Baron buff. They will take down the first Nexus turret. They will get 2 inhibitors, and that Nexus turret has 1 more hit left. Whew. And now Baron being started here. Flares. He has to be careful as well as Impact. Flares will go to heal though, as well as Impacts, and they will get the 3rd Baron of the game for themselves. And now 51 minutes in, 1 Nexus turret remaining. I would imagine this has to be their game to win. I can't see what they possibly could do to mess this up anymore. Alright, so Banshee's Veil done for Wolfsclaw. Banshee's Veil done pretty much across the board for everyone. As we do have Rise Crystal Scepter done for Think Card. The Lichbane picked up for Mizu. That'll be another dragon just because. Picked up for GG. I think that's like their 7th of the game or something ridiculous like that. Here comes the teleport out of Rise. Gonna keep that wave there, or at least keep that big turret minion, or the cannon minion there. And we'll get this turret. That will drop very, very fast. He's still gonna come in. Won't be able to do too much here. Flares being very aggressive, pushed up very far in a 1-on-5 right now. He's gonna get the ultimate top, and he kicks back into the turrets here, but he just doesn't really care at this point. He's gonna get taken down, and that will be 1 man now down on the side of GG. Shoot is very low life for Kiri. He is pushed up too far. It's taken down. That's the last Nexus turret going down as well here. They're trying to chase away Mimo. He's going to flash away, but he won't escape the fire of Climax. So Huggy's going to drop as well. And you see Lee sent off to the side, Shoot, trying to fight them. Actually, Huggy's still alive. Will eventually fall here. Wolfsclaw trying to do as much damage as he possibly can, but he's not going to survive. He will finally fall here. And that will be an ace for the first time of this game coming in for the side of GG. And they will be advancing on into the finals to play against the winner of Cognitive and Denial, which will be the 2nd semifinal coming up right after this. So 12-0 and 11. Perfect game coming from Mizu. 7-4-13 for Flares, 4-5-9 for Think Card, 5-3-13 for Climax, and 2-19 for Impact. So a great game from both these teams. A lot longer than I expected it, but still very entertaining, very action-packed. And guys, that means we're going to be going to a quick little break, but when we come back, Cognitive eSports are going to take on Denial to determine, if I can speak at 3:15 in the morning, who advances on to the grand finals to play against GG. So guys, we'll be back in just a few. We'll see you soon.